Will you be rich if you become a doctor? Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Patrick Nuernberger. I work as a physician in Austria, and on my channel I talk about medicine, medical topics and how to live a better life. I often get asked if you will be necessarily rich if you study medicine and become a doctor. Well, it is difficult to say because doctors in different countries earn different salaries. There are certain countries that pay their physicians pretty high salaries, like the United States, where it's even possible to earn hundreds of thousands of dollars a year as a physician. And there's other countries. Here in Austria and for the rest of Central Europe, salaries differ a lot and they're certainly not that high as compared to the United States. However, we should still be considered alright and financially well off, probably also wealthy in a later time of our career. We start with a salary that is not that high if you break it down to what you earn in an hour as a young doctor. However, your salary rises within the years you work and with your experience, and so at some time you would be considered wealthy or at least financially well off. Rich is another thing. It depends on how you define rich. There are certainly doctors who are rich and who earn lots of money. Those are mostly those people who do not work as employees in a hospital anymore, but they work in the private sector, so they have their private practices and they just have a lot of stuff that they do in the private sector, which makes them money. And as you probably know, in the financial world, being self-employed is most of the time a better thing than just being employed, because if you are employed, your employee will make a lot of money and you work for your employer. And as an employee, you will get paid enough, but you will never have as much money as if you have your own business and work for yourself and be your own boss. So I would say the minority of doctors should be considered rich, even though there's certainly people who are rich, but the vast majority should be considered wealthy or at least financially well off. It doesn't necessarily depend on the job you have, what your financial status is or develops as. If you have financial education, which I would advise you to get, you should educate yourself in financial education because nobody teaches you financial education. You don't get that taught at school or university. You have to go through it yourself, but it is really worth it. If you know what you do with your money, how to invest your money, and how not to just give away your money or leave it at a savings account where it is eaten by inflation, but if you know how to invest it and how to let your money work for you, you will be financially better off. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, if you're a handyman. It is always important to find a job that you like. You should never consider studying medicine, becoming a doctor just because you want to earn more later on. I would never advise to do that. Get a job that you like, that you love, and make what you love and make some money out of it, what you love. And keep those things separate. Do your job that you like and keep an eye on your finance and on your financial status. Learn about financial education, invest your money, save your money, and do something reasonable with it so that the money will be more and more and more within the years, within the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. If you invest your money, you can earn a lot of money and you can be wealthy no matter what job you have. So, key points: always choose a job that you love. As a doctor, you can earn a lot of money. It depends where you are. So, different countries pay different salaries. Even inside a country, inside in Austria, for example, it is very hard to compare salaries, for example, from the south to the north, because there's so many differences in the salaries and the salary system is very, well, hard to understand. So it is not easy to say what you will earn as a doctor. However, you can say that as a doctor, you will be most of the time at least financially well off. If you handle your finance well, you will also be considered wealthy. Or if you are lucky and if you consider going through financial education and have great financial decisions, you will even maybe end up being rich one day. If you liked my video, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, I would love that. And if you have any questions or if you want to request a topic for a future video, please comment down below. I will answer those comments as fast as I can. And until next time, stay healthy.